Hi my loves, my name is Nikki and you're welcome to the channel. To my returning subscribers, I want to first of all start by apologizing. I know I've been away for a very long time, but life came with its challenges and I couldn't just keep up with posting, but thankfully we are here and thank you for coming back to watch my videos again. To all of you seeing my videos for the first time, you're welcome to this channel where we share all things beauty and lifestyle. Alright, in this video I want to show you how to get a natural simple glam with no concealers. This is actually perfect if you want a good glam, beautiful glam, but you have very limited time for it. First of all, you want to make sure you prime your skin really well and make sure you moisturize your under eye. And as you can see from the video, I'm actually making sure I take my foundation all the way under my eye because I know I won't be applying any other concealers. And while doing this, I make sure I blend really well. This is what my skin looks like after the foundation application. If you want a natural glam, you have to make sure your makeup blends in well. Now we're going to go in to use our powder for highlighting purposes. I'll be using that blending brush. What this blending brush does is it helps to blend in your powder directly into your skin. So if you have a very small blending brush, that is the perfect thing to use. I'm trying to highlight and I'm using a powder color that is about 2 shades lighter than my complexion from the video. And as I'm doing this, I'm making sure I just dab or tap my brush into my face. If you would want a full glam, then you either have a face definer or you have a powder palette, so you can have the option of having different color shades, so you can highlight and contour your face for a better face definition. If you don't have a blending brush but you have a powder puff, that can also go in well because you need something that would blend in this powder really well into your skin. I don't usually love using beauty sponges, but if it works well for you, then that's still okay. Yeah, once we get to the same end stage, then you can go on with it. Alright, so all I'm trying to do now is to make sure I highlight all my T-zones. For that, we have the under eye, the jaw, and around the forehead. It's still the same dabbing process. After this, I would go ahead to contour my face, and I'm using the same foundation brush because I feel it's already dense and there is no need getting another new brush for it. I try as much as possible to use very little brushes when doing my makeup because I don't have strength to wash a lot of brushes. Okay, so I'm basically just going into contour, and the contouring all depends on your facial your face structure and what look you're actually going for. For me, I have lots of forehead, so I would necessarily always have to contour my forehead so as to narrow it down a little bit. And as you can see, I also went through my jawline. Now for my whole other part of my face, I'm going in with that blending brush, and I'm basically using my actual complexion or my actual powder color to go through my remaining part of my face. Now for my nose contour, I'm using that fluffy flat brush. Now this is a flat fluffy brush. I'm using the same shade of powder that I used to contour my face. I always love powder nose contour because it's much more quicker than a creamy one. So I'm basically trying to sculpt that nose, and I want it to also be as natural as possible. For my highlight, I'm going to use RCMA setting powder to highlight my under eye furthermore, and I'm using a powder puff for it. So this is the thing you can also use if you don't have a blending brush for the initial powder stage. So I'm just basically trying to lift my face. As you can see, I'm really extending that all the way in, and I make sure I'm not picking so much powder and I'm dabbing it in so that it can really sink into my skin for that proper highlight. Basically just going to quickly show you what you can do for your eye. I'm not applying any primer base. I'm just picking an eyeshadow palette, dropping it on my eye. So For a natural look, the most important thing for you to do or for you to achieve is to have a very nice skin work. If you have a nice skin work, then every other thing you do is just to complement it. You don't have to do any extra thing on your eyes or on your brows or even on your lip. Once you have a good skin work, you can do very minimal work on your eyebrows or your eyeshadow or your lip. For the purpose of this video, we are not going to be showing full details of how I achieve my eyebrows, my eyeshadow or my lip. I just basically wanted to show you how to get good skin work with no concealers, and this is what we have already. So now I'm done with my eyebrows, my eyeshadow, and I'm going to be using this Milani compact powder to dust off the excess on the highlighted areas. So guys, you don't necessarily have to use a different powder for this. It's just because I have it, that's why I'm using it. You can use the same definer or the same powder palette, the powder complexion that you used initially to just dust off. The reason why you're dusting off with an extra powder is to make it blend in well, so you don't leave any hash marks as you're dusting off. Now after dusting this off, I'll just get the same brush I use for my powder to make sure I blend in everything well. Then I'll go ahead to set my face using the Urban Decay setting spray. Now I'll allow that dry. I'll be doing my lip work off the camera still. I'm basically trying to warm up my face using my blush palette. This is a powder blush palette. Right, so this is what we have, guys. I'm not going to be adding any highlighter because I want this as natural and as simple as possible. And ooh la la, we're done with the makeup, and that's how simple and how beautiful I would always want it to be. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you in my next one, guys. Love you. Bye.